The third question you got to ask yourself is you got to ask yourself the question, are you a visionary leader? Someone say visionary. Leader. You got to ask yourself the question, not only are you an individual or a leader that has vision, but do you have an ability to look within and discover a clear, concise, compelling picture or image of a future? Someone say clear, concise, compelling picture or image of a future. This is vision, and this is the question you have to ask yourself. Not only do you have a vision, but do you have an ability to create vision in chaotic situations? In essence, if I place you in a challenging community, if I place you in a challenging organization, if I place you in a difficult circumstance, are you someone that runs, or are you someone that can come into the environment, look within, strategize, think, innovate, create, and develop a vision that will not only overcome the challenge, but make it better? This is what a visionary leader does. A visionary leader not only has vision, but they have an ability to plant themselves in a community, plant themselves in an organization, plant themselves in a company, and when they get there, not only do they analyze the situation, but they have a vision to make the people and the organization better as well. Someone say vision. This is the ability you have to have. Now, why is this important? It's important because not only does vision give you hope, not only does vision give you passion, not only does vision give you direction, not only does it give you a sense of purpose in life, but when you think about great leaders at any level that have impacted the world, that have succeeded, that have performed well, you will discover that at the foundation of their success, there was this vision or this ability to engage and develop this idea, this concept, this solution, this strategy that not only motivated the people, but enhanced the organization or company to go to the next level. This is foundational for success. And this is what companies are looking for. This is what the real world is looking for. This is what people are looking for. They're looking for people like you that have innovative ideas. They're looking for people like you that have solutions to problems. They're looking for people like you that can analyze, equate, determine what's good, what's not, downsize, upside, whatever the case may be, and create a vision that ultimately becomes better because you were there with the insight that it needed. Someone say, oh yeah. This is a visionary leader. And it's why Woodrow Wilson says, and I quote, no man that does not see visions or woman will ever realize any high hope or undertake any high enterprise. Why? He understood that if you're going to do something great, if you're going to do something amazing, and by the way, give someone a high five and say you're destined to do something amazing. It all starts with an ability to develop, to create this clear, concise, compelling, or picture of your future. The foundation of success, career, leadership, or personal is vision. I tell people all the time, you will only go as far as what you can see. If you see small, you'll be small. If you see big, you'll be big. You will go as far in life as what you can see. So therefore, if I'm going to be successful, if I'm going to have career success, if I'm going to have leadership success, I must have a vision. Someone say a vision. One of the greatest stories of the entire concept happened to me about 7 years ago. I was invited on a show to talk about the impact of 9/11. I remember exactly where I was, and I'm sure each of you remembers exactly where you were. But 6 years later, because I wrote a book, Vision, the Answer to Generations X and Y, I was invited to talk about the impact on our generation. And as I'm researching, and I'm preparing, and I'm analyzing, and I'm getting all my stuff together, I discovered a reoccurring theme. The reoccurring theme that I discovered was a theme of rebuilding, redefining, and reformation. Rebuilding, redefining, and reformation. In 2001, there was 9/11, rebuilding New York. In 2002, you begin to hear about marriage, redefining what is marriage. In 2003, we went into the war in Iraq, rebuilding Iraq. In 2004, one of the popular slogans was rebuilding a stronger America. In 2005, there was a whole Hurricane Katrina, rebuilding Hurricane Katrina. In 2006, there was immigration reform and there was education reform. Some will say, oh yeah. At this point, I saw the theme. But stay with me, because after this experience, I lived a little longer, if you cannot tell. And in 2009, we dealt with economic reform. Just last year, we dealt with healthcare reform. We dealt with the earthquake in Haiti, where we're rebuilding. Just this year, they're talking about student loan reform. In essence, over the past 13 years, some of the most major issues in our nation have been revolving around this concept of rebuilding, redefining, and reformation. What does this mean? It means that the leaders of the 21st century are going to be those that understand how to lead, how to function in a culture, in a society where we are changing, where we are evolving, where there is uncertainty, where we have to reform, where we have to rebuild, and where we have to change. That's where we're living. And so if I was to get a little deeper and say, what is the purpose of the millennial generation? I would suggest to you that the purpose of our generation is to be the visionary leaders of the 21st century, because within us are ideas, our strategies, our insight that is going to change the way that our communities, our nation, and our world look today. But, someone say but if you're going to be that leader, you have to understand not only what vision is, but how to discover a vision in your life or create a vision for a group of people that you serve in the 21st century. Because, ladies and gentlemen, that's what we're living. That's what they're looking for. This is why you're going to hear a lot about innovation, creating jobs, because things are changing. But it's not something to get afraid of. It's not something to be fearful of. It's actually a time to be excited, because you get to create something. You get to do something potentially that's never been done before. And guess what? Whether you know it or not, it's already on the inside of you. A famous speaker once said, every time a child is born, a solution is brought into the world. The problem is not enough people have discovered who they are and or discover the solution to the problems in the world. And so today, you're in the right place at the right time at the right institution, because what I want you to understand that if you're going to succeed in the real world, if you're going to make an impact, if you're going to have to reach your fullest potential, not only are you going to have vision, someone say vision, but you're going to have an ability to sit back, look within, investigate, and say, what type of vision can I create or solution can I create to this problem? Because the problems will not be solved unless the generation that is in this room right now is ready to step up and be the leaders it's supposed to be. But in order to be that in the real world, you must have visions.